I want to talk about a few things this morning, and some of them simple, some of them, whatever, and I guess it just comes down to, let's see here, what is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? There we go. There's Antonio. I love it. I love it. Antonio, loyal follower. You should be getting like follower points now. Target match. Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Target match. And yeah, I've got this thing set up now, so it's gonna like start giving you like reward points, and you can do stuff. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so I forgot to do the COPA warning, and that means if you are 13 years or younger, then or actually 12, but not 13, then you're not supposed to be watching this channel. There, disclaimer. Check. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about this morning was the Crytek versus CIG. Yeah, it's a little boring. It's a little drawn out, but it's over. But the funny thing is it's like it doesn't make any sense anymore because yes, CIG is beating the hell out of Crytek. It's like it's always about cause and effect. So yeah, the one thing that I have brought up there, maybe I can make that a little bit bigger for you guys too. Let me move that around a bit. I'm not sure where it's all going to pop up like that. There you go. That should be a little easier to read. But it's like, so if you read some of the first stuff, if you just Google Crytek versus CIG, right? It says Crytek's lawsuit is over. CIG using CryEngine continues heating up. So there's so many different legal aspects of it. And clearly I'm not a lawyer, but I do use a lot of common sense. And so if you in one breath they say that the lawsuit is over and they're heading, but then they say that CIG is using the CryEngine. They have a license to use CryEngine through Amazon Lumberyard. It's just that easy. There's no way around it. And then also, if you look at the reality is that the source is PC Gamer. So once again, they're just shilling is what this comes down to. The bigs don't want CIG to come up into their fields and eat their grass. That's all it's about. Antonio says Crytek is trying to lie to delay. Kind of, yes, there's some truth in that. And then they're running away from court and not want to pay. It's very true. I think what is it, like 300? Was it just I think it's like $500,000 just to continue to play. And Crytek or CIG is basically saying, hey, you started this. It's time to pay. I do love their little what is it? Star Citizen dev hits backs against Crytek as war of words continue, and that's what it's really come down to. It's just a war of words now. Come February time frame, I think this is all pretty much going to be over with. I think it's going to be dismissed with prejudice so that it cannot be brought back. It's just stupid. If you read if you actually read the documents, Crytek pretty much or CIG just destroys Crytek. Let's see if it's in this. This one's in rock, paper, shotgun. I've never even seen this before. I hope it's not porn. Where are we at here? Lawsuit hinges. Crytek should not be allowed. See if I can make this bigger for you. There we go. Let's do that. Is that big enough? I think that's as big as it's going to get. Crytek should not be allowed to aim its car at CIG's storefront window, stomp the accelerator, smash through, do donuts for years, then back out and drive away to maybe circle around and crash CIG again another day. Crytek richly deserves having its keys taken away from all time so the CIG can conduct responsible business without further interference from Crytek or its series of lawyers. Yeah, exactly. Oof. That's gamer terminology to the max. And it's true, man. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to make happen for themselves. And it's not going to work. I think the judge is going to see through all of this and go, you know what, Crytek, you started this. You wanted to play this game. Things got expensive. CIG wouldn't bend to your will, so now you're all butthurt. So it's kind of interesting, and clearly everybody's out making videos about it. So we're just going to stop about that right now. I really hate following other developers. I'd rather just watch their videos and support them. So Let's just close that window. Let's see. The next thing I want to talk about was, well, shit, I hope I closed the right window. Where are we at? Medical bays. Let's see. So, everybody's talking about the Cutlass Red and, well, the Cutlass Red, but, it's just a ship. What I did find was one neat little thing was a video of the Cutlass Red medical bays actually being used. So let's see. They said first court they filed finish and win no matter what. People said, "Fuck, see, yeah, I know, I remember. It was all a joke, man. That was that Derek Smart. He was running his suck. I mean, here, just for you, Antonio, and then we got to move on. Derek Smart, and then let's see. I can't get to his Twitter. I don't think. I think I'm banned from his Twitter. Yeah, you're blocked. He's a fucking giant pussy. Let's see. Derek Smart on Twitter. Derek Smart about. There we go. DerekSmart.com. Did you try Derek Smart game? Or have you asked if I've tried to play his game? I've only seen pictures of it, and it looks like it was built for a fucking Atari. Let's see here. Special achievements. Yeah, he's kind of backed off from messing with CIG lately because, basically when Socks was released, no one had anything else to say. They were like, oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Everybody knows it now. And now I have to go off and find another subject to complain about. So, yeah, I can't do anything with Derek Smart. So let me get rid of that crap. This fucking flaming turd. I've had conversations with this guy, and he's like this angry little girl who's dead set to wear her purple mascara no matter what, All right, let's see here. Let's see. So what we're talking about was the medical play. So here's the video that I found, and I'm going to make it bigger for you, and it's got sound. So, and this was titled Medical Bay Healing a Serious Injury. I actually kind of found it kind of realistic. But the reality is if somebody doesn't drag you there in time, you're going to die. So here we go. This is how it's supposed to work. And blam, you're healed. So now you know that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I think this thing just has a share button. Share and copy link. Let's go ahead and put it in the old Facebook group real quick. Now you need body dragging. Yeah, I mean, I've seen them doing the motion capture for that, so it's going to be there. Yeah, it's probably going to be implemented as like some kind of combat skills upgrade. Because that's really what it takes to, it's actually part of it. That's kind of combat skills training. Self-aid, buddy aid, so on and so forth. Let's see here. Heal thyself. Let's see. Heal this thing, thyself. There you go. Nah, no one will understand that. I'll do that. There we go. Fetching preview. There we go. Post. All right, let's see. Now let's go ahead and close the old Facebook out. And yeah, so this whole medical bay play thing, I think it's awesome. But like I said, someone's got to get you to the medical bay. How are they going to get you? Will you just be like, is this where you're supposed to? I don't know. Maybe they'll. I don't know, man. It's all the Dream Machine is fucking on hyperdrive these days, but there's no telling. So, medical bay, check. Let's see. If you haven't been to the CIG webpage, it's going to prompt you with this big old banner right here, and when you click on that, it's going to bring you here. And let's see. So, Warbond Weekend upgrade to a freelancer MISC. And the reality, yeah, Antonio, I know you think the show is just for you. And I love you, man, but it's not just for you. And so if you want to get a Freelancer MISC, you can upgrade one of your older ships to the Freelancer MISC. Limited time offer. War Bond version ships cannot be obtained with store credit. I hate freelancers. Dude last night, Alien, he's got like 5 of these things. And he doesn't exactly know why it has. Some people call them potatoes too. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is actually kind of a cool ship. I hate the way they look. I absolutely hate the way they look. But everything inside of them is kind of cool. Now that turret that's up in the fucking back end on the top, it's awful. It's awful. It's like the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time. But it is what it is. So now we know that. And let's go ahead and close that because, yeah, I don't want that. Let's see here. And then, okay, so big topic. People kind of freaking out about it, but it's all, I don't understand why it's not like all over Spectrum. This is like it. So basically people are upset because where are we at here? Now let's go to general. Because you can't, 3.0 New Frontier is live. What the hell is that? You cannot upgrade your rental ships. I don't understand. You know, there's an exploit there someplace. Since I've never done it, I can't tell you what it is. Exactly, Antonio. And that's the argument that I had with this guy. And it was a civil argument, but I asked him yesterday on Spectrum, hey, I understand what you're saying. I understand that you disagree, that you think you should be able to upgrade a rental. But if you rented a car and you decided you wanted to put, some nice rims on it and stick a bunch of stickers to it to make it look like it was yours and maybe put a turbo in it or whatever it is, then you brought it back, well, I guarantee you'd be paying for the repairs to that car to return it to its factory state. And he's like, well, it happens all the time, And the reality is that he couldn't provide a logical response or give me an example. When I asked him for an example, he says, well, you know what, you could rent in the industry, you can, the music or the was it video and photography industry, you can rent a camera and rent different lenses and rent this and attach these and attach that. And I said, well, one, when you return those things, they are as you return them. You didn't physically modify them. And 2, if you could just give me an example of in the real world of a vehicle being modified after it was rented, then I'll shut up. And then the guy disappeared. And then everybody else kind of disappeared because they knew it was a moot point. And I wasn't arguing with him to win. I was arguing with him to make him understand that it's very clear that if it's a rental vehicle, then you're not supposed to be modifying it. If you want a modified version, I told him flat out, like you're seeing the mole on the screen right now. If you rent a mole, you should have the opportunity to rent it with an upgraded bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I've been told is going to happen. And that makes sense. You're going to pay a little bit more so that you can have a better extraction capability. And with that new bit on that particular one, maybe you're in version 1 or mod 3 or whatever it may be. But the reality is that in the real world, you can't do that. But, the real world, it really doesn't matter because this kind of goes back to the no compasses, no GPS, no night vision, no sunglasses that work. And oh, by the way, we now have knives. Subscribers get knives that we already fucking had. So thank you, CIG. There's my rant for the day. And I think we're going to call this portion of it. And I'm going to get some coffee. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click subscribe and ring the bell to see more.